The Western Kentucky Hilltoppers are headed to play the Delaware Fighting Blue Hens. Now, Tyson Helton has got a really good record, 52-33. Right, he's WKU's head coach, if you don't know who he is. And Ryan Hardy, the head coach at Delaware, is 29-12. He's gone to the NCAA Division I second round twice. FCS level went with Delaware. He's been there. This is his fourth season. He's had an 8-5, 9-4, 9-2 season. Tyson Helton is he's had one losing season so far. He's got two division titles for his conference. He's sort of a James Franklin of Conference USA. Both these guys are going in with top-notch defenses, not bad offenses. They can't compete at a higher level. It really doesn't look like, because Delaware was beaten by Colorado earlier this year, and Western Kentucky was beaten by Toledo. Toledo's a far better school, in my opinion, than I would have loved to have seen Toledo go into Colorado. I think there would have been a little bit more of a difference. But so far, Western Kentucky's beaten Sam Houston, beat North Alabama FCS school 55-6. That's not bad. And Sam Houston was 41-24. Lost to Toledo 45-21. Beat Nevada 31-16. Then beat Missouri State with a lot of errors 27-22. Delaware's coming in having beaten Delaware State FCS, but it is a rivalry game. Lost to Colorado 31-7. Beat UConn in overtime 44-41. People were bragging about UConn. I wasn't, but they were bragging about UConn. And then they beat Florida International 38-16. A lot of people have been bragging about FIU. So they're going to be meeting up, and the defenses are pretty good on both sides. Both are prone to mistakes, but both have pretty good defenses. Actually, better and pretty good defenses. Don't have offensive lines. So we're going to get into this game. Hey, if you love college football, hey, if you love G5 football, I don't just talk G5 football, but I do like G5 football. Hit like and subscribe. It'll do me a lot of good and won't hurt you. So let's go.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
Now, since the Hilltoppers are the visiting team, we're going to cover them. Maverick MacGyver, who, hey, I actually like what I'm seeing of this guy. He's 128 of 192. This is a passing offense with some good running. 1474 through the air, got 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Now, mind you, he's been sacked 8 times. So this offensive line is not holding up quite near what he needs to, but he's also able to get that ball away when it needs to. Rodney Tisdale has got a touchdown. He's got like 94 yards. They got 1,607 yards through the air. LaBelle Wright, running back, got 28 carries on the ground, 177 yards, 5 touchdowns. So this dude knows how to get through. He's only got a long of 17. This dude knows how to get things done when he needs to. George Hart, 31 carries, 157 yards, 36-yard long, 2 touchdowns. Jaden McGill, 16 carries, 63 yards, got a touchdown. Maverick MacGyver's rushed 19 times, but he's at negative 20 yards, but he does have a touchdown. So 9 on the ground. They got 12 through the air. Matthew Henry, 17 catches, 278 yards, three touchdowns. KD Hutchinson, 17 catches, 246 yards, three touchdowns. Now, Henry's got along of 55 and Hutchinson's got along of 78. Noah Myers, tight end, 15 catches, 192 yards, got a touchdown. Marvis Parrish has a touchdown. Jairus Max got a touchdown. Cameron Flowers got a touchdown. Quincy Burrows got a touchdown. And Marvin Sims got a touchdown. Yeah, you heard that right. They've got a pretty, when they get out there, they know what they're doing. And they know how to get to the end zone. Now, on defense, they've been able to get to the quarterback six times. So six sacks, they got 20 pass deflections. Think about that. They're able to break up passing. They got four interceptions, one forced fumble, two fumble recoveries. They're not able to quite get to the opposing quarterback like they're who they're going to be facing. But Jalen Webster got 25 tackles. Um, Anthony Brackenridge, 24 tackles. He's got a pass deflection. This is a defense that's pretty good. Their offensive line, though, eight sacks. Okay, yeah, you're looking at it's not quite. It's a little over one sack a game, but that's negative 65 yards. They could hold a little bit better, but it doesn't seem to matter because Maverick McGuire or MacGyver seems to be able to get to who he's throwing to. It's a good offense, good defense. There's some weaknesses. They do make mistakes. Uh, but I mean, as a team, when it comes to penalties, you're talking 35 for 371, 74 yards per game. They need to fix their mistakes. They need to be a little bit more disciplined. But Galen Webster, 25 tackles. Galen Lewis, two interceptions. And they've got a good, well rounded team with a good offense, good defense. Just need to get to the quarterback a little bit more, and that could be very impressive right here. Now, the Delaware Blue Hens, let me tell you something. They're not bad either. I think they've got a slightly less important loss. I think Toledo's better in Colorado. Uh, Nick Minicucci has got 1,065 through the air, 92 of 141, so 65.2%. Eight touchdowns, two interceptions, but he's been sacked 10 times. So this offensive line really is not holding up like it needs to. Uh, his backup only contributed 21 yards, got 1,086 yards through the air. Now, rushing, Joe Silver, 45 carries, 326 yards, but only three touchdowns. Nick Minicucci's got 39 rushes, 73 yards, four touchdowns. They got seven on the ground. They need Byron Ellison, who's 33 for 152, to have a good, needs to get into the end zone. Silver's got a 70-yard long run, so he's a beast when it comes to being on the ground. He just isn't getting to the end zone. Receiving, uh, Kyrie Duplessis, 20 catches, 306 yards, long as 68, two touchdowns. Jake Thaws got 11 catches, 177 yards, one touchdown. Kerry Kelly, 11 for 132, one touchdown. Byron Ellison, a running back, has got a touchdown through the air, though. Joe Silver, talk about him. He's got 10 catches, 35 yards, got a touchdown through from that. Nick LeBoy, who's a wide receiver, has got two touchdowns. So those eight on through the air. You know, this is an offense. They're having to rush they're having to rush some of the things because they're getting to Nick Minicucci a little too much, but they're still getting wins. Now this defense, they've got 10 sacks. which is really good. 11 pass deflections. Doesn't sound as good, but they got 4 interceptions, and one of them was returned for a touchdown. 2 forced fumbles, but no fumble recoveries. Uh, KT safe. This is showing something that they're safe. They're getting into the secondary a little too much. 31 tackles, got an interception. Gavin Moole has got 29 tackles. He's a linebacker, got a pass deflection. Dylan Trainer's got 24 tackles, 2.5 sacks. Uh, Another safety, Myson Pollard, 19 tackles, 2 interceptions. They're getting into the secondary a little too much with Delaware, and their offensive line isn't holding up as much, so they're losing the battles on the line. But they're still coming away with wins. They're still getting interceptions. They're still getting pass deflections, and they're able to get to the opposing team's quarterback. So they've got to win the battle of the lines on this one for them to make it, because they've got to threaten MacGyver. They're not looking like they're going to be able to do it as often as they need to. Their defensive line's being a little bit better, but it's showing too much if they're getting into the secondary with safeties being leading tacklers. This is a good team that knows how to win with a coach that knows how to win. So, yeah, they could pull it off. They've got now penalties. Now this is telling in a lot of ways. They've only got 17 penalties, but it's for 156 yards. But they're only averaging 39 yards per game, so they're a better disciplined team. Hardy has got this team far more disciplined. That's a good sign right there. Okay, I'm looking at these two teams. Western Kentucky's less disciplined. Delaware, disciplined, but they've got some weaknesses when it comes to their offensive line and defensive line. Western Kentucky, yeah, got some problems on their lines, but not quite to the extent that Delaware does. Delaware, disciplined team. It shows. They've got a better run game. Western's got a better passing game, but here's the thing. This is a team, Delaware's letting teams get into the secondary a little too much. I'm looking at this, I'm thinking Western Kentucky is going to win this game. Now, I don't bet on games, but I wouldn't advise you to bet on this game. This is not going to be a pretty game. This is going to be a smash mouth kind of game at times, especially Joe Silver, Byron Ellison gets involved. MacGyver is going to do what he's going to do. It's going to come down to who's going to be a little bit more disciplined, who's going to win that line who's going to win the battles at the lines. I think Western Kentucky is going to be able to do that, but it's going to be a tight one. So, hey, if you like good old fashioned just let's go at it games, this looks like this is going to be that kind of game. I could be completely wrong, but in all honesty, seeing how they've played, both teams have played, yeah, I think this is a game that you should watch if you just like good old pure football. These two teams are going to go at it. They're going to go at it hard. KT Say, safety, is somebody to watch. MacGyver, somebody to watch. Folks, great game coming up. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.